Hello and welcome to another episode of 2 Minutes with Tim here on Heavenward Thinking. Today I want to move beyond the Christmas story that we've started already and go and see the next part of it. In Matthew chapter 2, starting in verse 3, we're going to look at the story, the familiar story of the Magi. When King Herod heard this, he was disturbed, and all Jerusalem with him. When he had called together all the people's chief priests and teachers of the law, he asked them where the Messiah was to be born. In Bethlehem, in Judea, they replied, for this is what the prophet has written. But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will be the shepherd of my people Israel. As we look at moving beyond the Christmas story, we often lump this story in with Christmas, even though this happened after the birth of Jesus. But it's important to reflect upon this story because it moves us forward in the story. And as I said last week, we should be looking at the Christmas story as something far beyond Luke chapter 2 and Matthew chapter 1. It should be something that goes all throughout the Gospels, the whole story of Jesus, the whole story of good news, because that's what Christmas is about. It's about the good news of Jesus Christ. And here, in Matthew chapter 2, we get another glimpse of that. We get a prophecy here. In the midst of this story about a king who's angry and trying to kill any threat to him, which would be Jesus in this instance, because he thought Jesus was going to be this ruler who was going to kick him out of power and take his throne. In the midst of that, in all of his interactions with the Magi, and the Magi's going to visit Jesus and presenting him with gifts, and that great story that we've heard many, many times, we have this little glimpse of another prophecy about Jesus. But you, Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for out of you will come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel. We have this amazing promise. Jesus didn't just come to be a ruler, a king. He is the king. He's the king of everything, but he came to shepherd. He came to be the shepherd of Israel, and then to, by extension, spread the good news of the gospel far beyond Israel into all the world. But we have to see that it started out with these prophecies. God planned something, and he had the patience to deliver his message to the prophets, wait many, 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 many years, decades and centuries, and then to bring it about through Jesus Christ and to fulfill all these amazing prophecies. So as we look at Christmas and we look at moving beyond the Christmas story, we can see that Jesus came to do amazing, amazing things. He is our good shepherd. He is the one who will lead us forward. So as we look at the new year coming up and as we look at moving forward, I'd encourage you to look to Jesus as your shepherd, to lead you and guide you into the new year. The new year can bring all kinds of different challenges, excitements, all kinds of things. But if we look to Jesus, he's going to be faithful to lead us through as he is our good shepherd. Will you trust him with this year? Will you trust him with your new year as it comes up? As always, join us next time for another episode of 2 Minutes with Tim here on Heavenward Thinking.